I am Jesse, your friendly neighborhood J-Man. This is the almost internet famous internet show, and today we're going to give you a look at Sphero's brand new Forceband and BB-8 special edition set.
And now, the aggregator of awesome, the curator of cool, my dad, your friendly neighborhood jman.
Amongst the merchandise deluge before the storm that was Star Wars The Force Awakens in the latter half of 2015 was a cute little remote control BB-8. But this was no average ordinary remote control toy by any stretch of the imagination. This BB-8 was designed and manufactured by a small startup called Sphero. Founded in 2010, Sphero, then known as Orbotics, developed a spherical robot controlled by a smartphone known as Sphero. In 2013, Sphero, the company, introduced Sphero 2.0, which, spoiler alert, would become the basis for BB-8 with the addition of magnetic head. In 2014, Disney came a knocking at Sphero's door with some then unreleased images of a perky, round, orange and white little droid. A deal was struck between the two companies, and on September 4th, 2015, Sphero's BB-8 steamrolled the internet, and our lives haven't been the same since. Well, that cute little droid is back. Not that he ever left, really. Sphero has introduced a new way to control your BB-8, the Forceband. With this watch-looking device strapped firmly to your arm, you can control your BB-8 with a series of hand gestures, the Force if you will. I, like everyone else last year, got caught up in the BB-8 craze, so when I saw Sphero's display of the Forceband at their booth this past February at Toy Fair 2016 in New York, I had to know the deal. But the folks there, they weren't spilling the beans, not at all. They wouldn't even let you play with the thing. Like a kid with a new basketball, you could look, but you couldn't touch their new toy. Fast forward a long-ass 6 months later, and what do we have here but Sphero's brand new special edition Forceband and BB-8 set. Now this whole time I've been wondering how this thing works, because we all know there's no such thing as the Force, right? There's no one all-powerful force controlling everything, because no mystical energy field controls my destiny. It's all a lot of simple tricks and nonsense, right? Well, it turns out the band and the BB-8 are equipped with Bluetooth, and once they're paired, the Bluetooth low energy connection provides a bi-directional communication between the band and the droid, combined with the, let's just say it's the Force and call it a day. Sorry, Han. The set comes in a really nice package similar to the one BB-8 shipped in last year. Once you get through all that deliciousness of the unboxing and get the band and unit charged set up, it's time to strap on the Forceband. The band's got an adjustable Velcro strap because Sphero knows it's not just kids that are going to be playing with this most of the time. The band powers up with a press of the button. From there, an Obi-Wan sounding voice prompts you through the band's different modes. There's a Force training mode, combat training mode, Force awareness mode, and the mode we are most concerned about here, the droid control mode. I'll touch upon those other modes later on. Once you're in droid control mode, Obi-Wan instructs you to pair the band with the droid, then you are off to the races. There's what I'll call 3 primary gestures to control the BB-8. The push, the stop, and the turnaround. There's a little bit of nuance using the Forceband. The push and the stop were the easiest to master, obviously. I had a little bit of a hard time getting used to the turnaround motion, which isn't the biggest deal in the world because what you find out quickly is that the band also responds to the turning of your wrist. These less nuanced gestures actually guide the droid in a direction you want him to go. Slowly move your hand to the right, BB-8 follows suit, as with going to the left. It takes a little bit of patience to get a hang of using the Forceband, especially if you, like me, aren't that hand-eye coordinated. But all of that can be remedied in the new app that you download to your smartphone for the BB-8. The app walks you through the gestures and how to use them to control the unit. Through the app, you guide an on-screen BB-8 using the same gestures that control the real droid. It's great practice for learning the gestures. I referred back to it a number of times. By the way, do yourself a solid and actually follow the directions. I know it's hard, but believe you me, you'll save yourself a lot of trouble, like wasting a day having the Forceband on in the wrong direction. Yes, it matters. Once you get a hang of the gestures, it's a lot of fun. Find yourself a big open space to start on. I started on a table, and BB-8 almost did a number of headers off the table. BB-8 works surprisingly well on carpet, but of course runs the best on smooth surfaces like tile or linoleum, if anybody even has linoleum in their house anymore. Another nice feature about the Forceband are the different noises it makes depending upon what you're doing. If you change the droid's direction using one of the primary gestures, the band responds with an explosion-like sound. It's a nice reinforcement to let you know you've got the gesture right. If you're just steering your BB-8 by moving your hand left or right, or turning your wrist up and down, the band responds with different BB-8 sounds. The Forceband isn't a one-trick pony though. It does other cool things. There's a force training mode where BB-8 instructs you on the ways of the Jedi. The combat training mode gives your imagination a power up with the motion-activated sound effects. Want to wield a lightsaber? Just grasp that imaginary hilt and start mowing down bad guys. There's blaster and force motion-activated sound effects as well. There's also a force awareness mode. It's sort of like that Pokemon game everybody was so crazy about a month ago. Honestly though, I spent most of my time playing with BB-8. As for the little droid, he's the same unit that came out last year. This one that comes part of the Forceband set has a battle damage deco though. I know what you're thinking. You're thinking,
My friendly neighborhood J-Man, this Forceband is only part of a set. I gotta buy a whole nother unit to get the Forceband.
all right, let's settle down. I'm here to tell you that the Forceband is sold separately and it works with the BB-8 you have right now. The set retails for $199.99 and the Forceband by itself retails for $79.99. Both are shipping to your favorite retailing establishment of choice as my words hit your ears. If your BB-8 has been collecting dust lately, it's time to pull them out and learn the ways of the Force. And that, my friends, is all the time we have for today's show. I'd like to thank myself for putting it all together. You can check me out on my website, the-newsbox.com. I'm on all your favorite social media. I'm on the Twitter, I'm on the Facebook, I'm on the Google+, and I'm even on Instagram. All you gotta do is search, and finally, we'll wrap Plugorama up with this: subscribe. If you like what you've seen here, tell your friends, tell your neighbors, even tell your grandmother. Just subscribe.